Banking and Finance Review Awards reflect the innovation, achievement, strategy, progressive and inspirational changes taking place within the global financial community. The awards were created to recognize companies of all sizes, prominent in particular areas of expertise and excellence within the global financial community. This time we're pleased to present 2 awards to Dixtior. Dixtior is a Portuguese consultancy company that began operating in 2013. Based in new offices in Lisbon, Portugal, the company develops and implements global concepts and sophisticated solution software tailored to the needs of the company. Dixtior provides consulting for management and process re-engineering, outsourcing for application development and support, and tailor-made solutions for accounting and risk analysis. The company vision is to provide state-of-the-art services that will make it recognized as a reference company in the Portuguese and other community of Portuguese language country markets. Dixtior has won 2 awards from Global Banking and Finance Review: Best New IT Consultancy Provider Portugal 2017 and Best New Software Provider Portugal 2017. We were glad to welcome CEO Dr. Rui Vicente to our London Stock Exchange studios, who accepted the awards from GBAF's Oksana Grekel, after we spoke to Dr. Vicente about Dixtior and its fast-growing success.
Dr. Vicente, welcome to London. Thank you for taking time to talk to us today. And indeed, congratulations on the awards from Global Banking and Finance.
Thank you. It's a huge pleasure to be here in London, and of course it's a huge honor to receive those prizes from you. That may be a boost in our company for sure. I think it's really important.
Well, I'd love to talk to you about the company more. Dixtior, tell me a little bit about how it was set up and some of the history behind it.
Yeah, we are now making 5 years in February, next February. 3 people get together. We have always worked for the financial services, meaning in credits or in compliance, one of them in IT. I am as an economist, as a consultant. And we get together. We were working for another company and we thought, why don't we do something for ourselves? Why? Because we thought that we can do something better and different from what was going on. And that's how we started. So 5 years ago, we started this company, this Dixtior, this journey, as we call it. It's been an adventure. At the beginning, we were 3 persons. Fortunately, today, we're almost 50. So in 5 years, it's a huge growth for a Portuguese market. And that's been the journey for this 5 years.
But obviously there must have been challenges along the way. Tell us what
a lot of challenges
were like.
The first one is to enter the market of consultancy. You know, you have the big 4, everybody knows the big 4 companies, and suddenly you have Dixtior on the market trying to compete with them. And I think that we took 1 year to be starting to be recognized on the market, and to companies, to our customers, to our clients, to understand that we can offer something different from these big 4 companies. Of course, they are here in the market for several years and they are good in what they do, but I think there are some parts, some specializations that we can be as good or better than them. But this is the most effort that we have, the most challenging thing that we have, and this is still our day-to-day basis, is to fight this recognition. We have to build this recognition, and that's the reason also that this award is really important for us.
Now, I know as an organization you specialize in consulting. Tell us a little bit about the consulting services you do.
Yeah, basically what we have done is nowadays big companies and all the markets talk about GRC. Basically this means governance, risk management and compliance. And there's where we, as I told you back the history that of us as employees in other companies have done, and I thought that it was something important for being present on the market with specialization on this, on governance, risk management and compliance. And our consulting services focus these 3 main areas. In terms of governance, helping companies to improve or to design their governance rules, how the administrations should rule themselves, the company, the obligations with regulators, with employees, making all these concerns now with bribery and things like that. Then risk management, the basic story of all our work, because, for example, you met Sonia outside. Sonia has worked with credit risk for a lot of time. Mario have developed several solutions for credit risk also, and I've been working on these areas also. So in risk management, we can go from liquidity risk management to credit risk management, all these areas. And every company has a different need. So I think that was important to have a company also that could provide some specific stuff and knowledge to the needs of the clients. Once again, facing this combat from the big four consulting companies, and compliance, because compliance in the last few years has been overwhelming the companies all over the world, basically in Europe and the United States, of course, but it goes to the rest of the globe. And if you want to have business with England or with Portugal or with the United States, you have to comply with the rules that are applied in these countries. And of course, European Union, England and the United States are always leading on these rules. So that's why we are in the market.
Well, I think we'll come on to compliance in just a moment. Let's look at some of the evolutions of services that you provided, for instance, anti-money laundering, AML and so on. Tell us a bit more about those.
Yeah, in anti-money laundering it was our first solution, our own developed solution. It was our biggest goal. It was to have a solution in the market that can be competitive in terms of price and also, of course, competitive to the other solutions that you have on the market, and you have several very well known in the market. So another challenge, you asked me for challenges, once again, is the recognition and to put a new one working. Well, we've developed a solution, an AML solution based on risk management, once again the history of our company, and I think this is the biggest difference for us to the other solutions in the market. So we built a solution for banks where we can be online at every time, checking every single transaction that is made in a bank, daily bank. It doesn't matter if it's a small bank, if it's a huge bank. It doesn't matter the size. We have the capability to do that, to monitorize, to analyze, and to give alerts of probably transactions that may incur in anti-money laundering or financing terrorism. What we have done is we changed a little bit because we believe that one suit doesn't fit all. So you have to have a solution, of course, but then you have to adjust it to your size, to your markets, to your clients. And this is the big difference from us. And I think that's why we are winning clients more in Africa and Portugal, but we hope in Europe also. And this is the big difference because we develop a solution that it's possible to adapt exactly to your data. We pick the data of our customers, we analyze them, and we develop models specific for this company. You know, this is nothing new. Every bank does it for credit risk, for example, but they don't do it for AML. And I think that's the best way of doing it, and this is a big difference because in other solutions, what happens is that you go there, you tune it, but it's a model they have developed, and it's a suit for all, not a suit for you.
So it's a challenge, but also flexibility is a key word there.
Of course. Every bank is a different bank, and we have to be to have the capability of adjusting to the reality of this bank. You know, and from the market to market, it's different. If we're talking in Europe, we have to be more careful with some kind of transactions, and we have some rules that are different from Angola or from Mozambique, of course.
Now, I know that you mentioned some of those challenges. One of the other ones might be internationalization. Tell us how that works as far as your organization is concerned.
Our company at this moment already is more international than national. We have 80% of our revenues come from the outside, from the markets that we are present. We are present in Europe, Africa and Asia with East Timor. Of course, we have the chance to start working with Portuguese-speaking countries. That was helpful, but now we want to go a little bit more far away, and we are working on that. So internationalization is a goal. It's it's on the ADN of the company. Dixtior wants to be an international company and wants to be present wherever it's possible. In 2018, we plan to open a new office in Benelux, probably in Netherlands. Okay, but once again, recognition from the solutions that we have and from our service, it's really important so that we can enter on those markets. Why an English bank will buy software from Portugal? That's something that you have to think about it. So the only way of doing this is to be present in the markets, to be present with the regulators, to be present with the associations that conduct and organize these matters of AML or compliance. So that's the way we're going to do it.
Now, a lot of people actually say outsourcing is a very good way to go. What's your approach to that?
Yeah, outsourcing in IT solutions, because we have a development inside of our company because we've developed a software. So if we have IT people, why not do not also have another business line? It was outsourcing. And why those companies should choose outsourcing and when they should choose outsourcing. I'm not a fundamentalist, so sometimes you don't go to outsourcing. You should do it inside with your own people. But there are some companies that they have specific needs and they have to be fast to deploy the solutions that they need. And if you are thinking in terms of you have to hire people, you start by recruiting people, then you have to train them, then you have to put them on your business, and then they start developing. It's already 5 or 6 months that you have spent, money that you have spent on team, and they will start producing probably in 1 or 2 more months. When you buy outsourcing, what we can assure to you is that we have the right people with the right knowledge for your needs. So you will have it properly done, with specialized people, and you have a final product that will suit you. And at the end, it's the service that is provided. So that's the reason that outsourcing is important.
So in a way, you touched upon my next point, which was about tailoring solutions for individual companies. This is something you obviously excel at.
Yes, it's a little bit different from outsourcing, okay? Because when it's outsourcing, and then let me go back for the outsourcing. When outsourcing is I put you the knowledge, the people with knowledge to develop what you need. But you are in control of that people. When you're talking about tailor-made solutions, it's different. You come to me and say, Rui, I need to do this, and I have these goals. I want this solution to perform several functionalities. I will talk to you, I'll understand your needs, and I'm responsible for developing exactly the solution that you need for your needs, to help you on your needs. So this is the big difference, okay? Outsourcing usually is you that manage the team and your goals, and solutions, tailor-made solutions is this way. Why is also important these tailor-made solutions? If you go to a market, for example, let's talk about CRM, for example. Every company needs CRM. Everybody now talks about CRM. You go to the market, you buy one of the 1,000 CRMs that are on the market, but then you have to adapt it to your own business. If you have, and this will take time and money. And sometimes it's less expensive and more productive to design something that it's really what you need. So that's the reason for tailor-made solutions.
And that's how it works, yes. Now, you mentioned earlier on about dealing with other Portuguese-speaking countries. PALOP is, of course, the Portuguese-speaking nations of Africa. What exactly are your aims there in that region?
Look, fortunately, we work with... we are missing one country, that's Guinea-Bissau. And the reason that we are not working there until now, I think there are 2 main reasons. First, it's political stability, it's not good. Okay, they are changing, there are also some revolutions from time to time, so it's not easy to enter there. And also they have some French connection because of Senegal, okay? So French economy also has an importance on these markets. And it's probably the poorest economy of the PALOPs. But with all the other countries, Angola, Mozambique, Cape Verde, São Tomé e Príncipe, we are working with. In Angola, we have now probably 40% share of the market in anti-money laundering. We hope to get until the end of 2018 with being leaders on the market, with 60 or 70% of the market of the banks working with us. In Mozambique, we start operations later than in Angola, and we have good opportunities also, but then I have to fight against the Commonwealth because of South Africa. You know, South Africa makes border with Mozambique, so there's a lot of influence also. São Tomé e Príncipe and Cape Verde, they are small markets. It's important for us to be present, of course, but look, it's a country with 400,000 people, so it's not a huge market. And if we talk about São Tomé e Príncipe, even lower. But inside of the PALOPs, you also have an Asian country called East Timor. And East Timor, where we already have a market there, and we are working with a bank there, it's important for us because it can open doors, for example, for Singapore or for the Asian market. And that's more strategic, East Timor, than the small countries in Africa. But nevertheless, if you perform well in Angola, if you perform well in Mozambique, you'll have, you will open doors to go to other countries, and that's the next point of internationalization. We are going to, and we have prepared to go there next year, to start talking with some English-speaking countries like Tanzania, like Ghana, so that they also have needs, and I think that we are already in a mature company to go there and to present our solutions.
So quite a bit of expansion on the cards. What would you say your future plans for development actually are?
Well, we, as I told you, are now near 50 people. We expect to open some new markets, as I told you, in Africa and in Europe. So we have two lines of business, one of the outsourcing IT and one of the consulting. We hope to grow on double of the team on IT, and on consulting we hope to grow a little bit less, 20 to 30% more. It also depends all the time when the markets that we can open. But we have two strategies for different positions at this moment. IT outsourcing in Europe and opening an office in Benelux. With hired people in Benelux, not only Portuguese guys. We are not work only with Portuguese people. And in Africa, still working on distance. We don't have offices in Africa, but we have permanent people going and traveling to Africa, so expanding to these countries. So I will say that Dixtior will grow up until we can go further in the markets. I would like to go to the end of 2020 and say to you that we are already 200 people. So let's see. And
well, I hope you'll be back to tell us.
I hope so
that.
also.
That would be very good.
The same.
And in the meantime, thank you so much for coming to London and talking to us today. Congratulations on the awards.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
A huge pleasure to be here. Thank you.